Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing my left hand using this 12-piece polygel nail kit that I've been sent, and this is basically a massive box with a bunch of things that you could use to do your nails using polygel. So the first thing you get are these instructions with some really nice and clear images on how to apply, remove, and how to use each product, which I found was really helpful. However, I already know how to do polygel nails, so I didn't really use the instructions. This box was massive, so I'm just going to show you around. You get slip, you get the round curved dual forms, you get 4 glitters, cuticle cutters, nail clippers, you get a double-ended cuticle pusher as well. You get a polygel brush with a nail file as well, and then you get your 12 polygel shades, I believe, 4 of which do change color, and then you also get your base and top coat, of course. So that's everything that you get. So I'm just going to show you the dual forms, and these are the rounded dual forms with the curve, which I'm not too much of a fan of, but I do love using dual forms. I've done many videos using dual forms, so check those out. It comes with 4 glitters. You get 2 chunky glitters, one being like a rose gold and one being this beautiful purpley blue color. And you get 2 fine glitters, one being this silver holographic, which was super holographic, and this light blue one as well. You get your double-ended polygel brush with a spatula on one end and the brush on the other end. You also get a cuticle pusher, which is also dual-ended, and some nail clippers, which felt a little bit flimsy for me. I don't really use nail cutters for anything, but yeah, they're there. And you get your base and top coat, as well as your slip solution, which I'm not going to use because I prefer to use base coat gel, but it was nice to see that it was nice and sealed up. And you get a nice file as well. So I'm going to start swatching these colors for you. This one is CH1, and I'm just using the nail clippers to remove the little foil tab, and this is what it looks like. Next you have CH9, another temperature changing one. You get CH12, which is a nice pinky shade, looks a bit similar to the first one. CH8, which is like a nice brownish peachy-ish kind of shade. Then you get the normal standard colors. This one is BR3, which is the one I used today. You have N4, which is a nice like toffee-ish kind of color. You get P7, a nice light pink, cool tone pink. You get P3, which is a nice like jelly pink. I love this color a lot. N7, this is a nice brownie shade again. You get P9, another nice pinky-ish Barbie-ish shade. Of course you get your white, which is WH2. And then, yes, I dropped the clear right as soon as I was about to finish swatching. This was the last one. But yes, this is the clear, and yeah, not going well so far. This one is CL2. So this is what the shades look like before I cure them. The top ones are the color changing ones. As you can see, they have changed color. The first 2 are clear, and the 2 middle ones are like a milky white, which was nice. And yeah, just touching them to make sure they're all cured, which they fully were. Now on to doing my nails. I'm using my new extra long coffin nail tips, which I'm really obsessed with. I got these from AliExpress because I saw there was a little sale going on, and I'm basically going to apply these using my base coat gel. So what I do is just basically apply the base coat gel to my nail, and without curing I also apply some in the well of the tip, and that helps the two to stick together better. And then I put that under the light, and what that does is it's just safer for my nails, and it's also quicker for me. I just find it so much quicker having to cure it rather than wait for nail glue to dry. So yeah, this is basically it. Make sure that they're both wet, the tip and everything that's on your nail, and then just hold that under the light, and that's pretty much it. Super simple, super easy and quick. And yeah, just quickly repeating this to all the nails. I'm not going to show you every single nail, but that's pretty much what I do. I have a ton of polygel videos where you can see how I do this in more detail. yeah, I just love polygel, and this is just such a nice way to do it. And these I also have these in a stiletto as well, so I will be doing some nice stiletto nails soon too, because I'm really obsessed with those as well. Now that that is done, I'm quickly cutting off the little bit at the end because I'm kind of lazy to file it. So I just cut it off with my nail cutters. These were from Amazon, really cheap, really easy to get a hold of. And I'm not taking any length, I'm just simply removing that little bit that sticks out at the end. So now I'm just going to start with application. I'm starting off with that first brown shade on the second row. I believe it was BR3, and I'm basically doing a full nail of this. I've never done brown polygel myself before, so I thought this would be a really good time to try. I love trying out new things, so let's just see how this goes. So first impressions from squeezing out the polygel onto the nail was that it was super soft. In fact, a bit too soft for my liking, because you'll see that when I start to work with it, it kind of starts to get stuck to my brush, which in the beginning is a problem, but then I learned that you just need to add more base coat gel and then it's fine. So yeah, you'll see in a minute there how it's like sticking to my brush. So I'm just going to go in and probably add more base coat gel. But as for the color, it's really nice. I do like it. I'm not sure how well it suited me, but I just wanted to try like a nice brown polygel shade, and that's what I'm doing. So yeah, this polygel kit definitely, I feel like, has a really good number of shades, some of which are similar, but I mean, for what you get, it's pretty decent. So yeah, definitely check this out. I also do want to let you guys know that this was sent to me, but I am going to be giving an honest review of the things that I do and don't like in this kit. So yeah. So what I basically do with this polygel application, I feel like I had to be a bit more gentle than I normally am. I kind of had to do more of like a slightly touching / gliding kind of motion. I couldn't really like go in and really smooth it out as much as I could, because I felt like it was just digging into that polygel a bit too much. It almost had that builder gel consistency almost. But yeah, once I was able to get that on there, I cured that for 60 seconds and I'm applying base coat gel because I wanted to try out the glitters. They were too pretty not to try out in this video. So I'm basically applying a nice thin layer of base coat gel, and you want to leave that nice and wet. And then I'm getting my polygel brush, which is already sticky from the polygel, and I'm picking up that glitter to basically do in an ombre using glitter. So what you want to do is kind of do a packing / motion at the top where the cuticle is, and as you make your way down, you kind of want to glide and feather that glitter out in order to create a fade. And what this will do is basically give you some sparser bits of glitter more towards the free edge of the nail. So yeah, that's just basically how I would do a glitter ombre. And yeah, that was really easy to do. I like this glitter. It was just fine. It was just, you know, like a normal good glitter. So moving on to the next nail. Now, little disclaimer, this nail is going to be a bit of a fail, but I will fix it, and I absolutely love this nail. I believe this is my favorite nail. So what I was trying to do initially was basically doing a nail bed, like an extended nail bed, but I don't know, this just failed so much. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't do it. It just wasn't turning out right. Maybe I added too much polygel. I have no idea. But I'm basically going to try to do that, and you'll see that it just doesn't look right. So I'm just pushing that polygel up towards the cuticle. Try not to apply your polygel directly at the cuticle. You kind of want to apply your polygel slightly below it so that you can push it up towards the cuticle and get it nice and thin, so you can control how much you apply there, and that way you don't have like a bulky cuticle and you don't get lifting and all that stuff that you want to avoid. So I applied more base coat because it was getting quite sticky, and now here I'm just trying to like create that shape, which it's just not working out. So I'm not going to show you guys how I did this because I don't want you guys to do this, but once I did that, as you can tell, it was like a fail. So I was like, okay, let me just add the brown and see what I can do. And then as I started to add the brown, I realized I could probably turn this nail into like an ombre nail, right? So that's basically what I'm going to do, and that fixed it up really well. Lucky for me, this polygel was quite soft, so it was really easy to blend, in my opinion. But yeah, that just definitely fixed it. So if you guys ever have done a really weird or very bad looking nail bed area, you can most definitely try to like turn it into an ombre nail if that helps. Also added more pink to get a better blend, which definitely worked. So yeah, there's a quick fix for you guys if you've ever, you know, have this problem. And to blend, these were quite nice. I didn't find any problem blending these, so I was really happy with that. And then I'm going in with that glitter, so I cured this for 60 seconds, applied the base coat, left it wet, and now I'm applying that glitter in kind of like a S shape. And yeah, I really like this now in the end. So it went from not my favorite to my most favorite. So yeah, I really like this one. This glitter is so pretty, and as soon as I put this on the finger, I was like, yeah, I've got to make this like a brown and pink set using this glitter. So later you'll see that the thumb, the glitter on the thumb, I'm going to change it to the pink one. So for this nail, I wanted to do a color block nail, but I didn't want to use just brown and pink, so I kind of went in with those other brown shades, which worked well. I really did like these. Yeah, so maybe I'm not doing it in the best way, but I just kind of tried to put all the colors together and create like a color block nail as best as I could, without having to kind of do each shade individually. This was just like a quick, lazy method for me, but it did still work. And then I thought it'd be nice to kind of tie these brown tones together with some pink. And it's the same pink I used on the pointer finger. And what I'm basically doing is filling in the rest of the nail with that pink. And I'm also kind of blending that pink up into that like sand shade, I guess. I don't know, I just blended up a little bit, and here's me fixing that glitter. I added a bit more base coat and then went over with the pink and cured. Now this finger, I'm going to do a full glitter nail. I really like this glitter, like it was so stunning. I've not used like a chunky mixed glitter with fine and medium before, just as like an encapsulated polygel nail. So I was really excited to do this, and yeah, this turned out exactly how I had planned it in my mind, and it was just so beautiful. Like I'm really loving that nail. So for the pinky finger, I'm basically doing the same thing as the thumb. Also just wanted to let you guys know that you can always just make sure you always clean your brush off, especially with the glitters, because you don't want that to stick to the polygel. For this nail, it wasn't too much of a big deal because I'm going to be doing that glitter fade anyway. But yes, just bear that in mind, and don't forget, because once you start working with it and you get glitter in it, it's just a pain to get it out. So I've cured that for 30 seconds, applied my base coat, left that wet, and now doing that glitter fade. You want to do a pressing motion at the top and a feathering / smoothing motion towards the free edge. Now once I'm done with that, I'm encapsulating. I applied this clear quite thick for structure, of course. And now this clear polygel kind of annoyed me, because as you can see, it's going on super well, you know, it's nice and soft. I can blend it really well, but you'll see that afterwards when I go to top coating, it just, I don't know, the nails were like cloudy, and that really annoyed me, because I was so looking forward to having those beautiful glitters just popping, but they just, yeah, it just didn't work out. That didn't happen, and it just annoyed me, because, you know, if the polygel is like cloudy, it normally shows as you apply it, but for some reason, to me anyway, this looks really nice and clear. Like, let me know what you guys think down below. To me, it just looked super clear, and I don't know why that happened, and it wasn't the top coat, because you'll see in a minute like afterwards why it wasn't the top coat. But yeah, that just kind of annoyed me. But anyway, when you do this, try to build your structure towards the like the apex area, which is basically between where your natural nail ends. And yeah, that's basically what you want to do. And once I did that, I wiped away the sticky layer with a lint-free wipe, and I went straight into filing. The nail file that I'm using is from Macart, and it is the JD700, and this is an amazing file. I've been using it for so long. I definitely recommend, and you can also find it on Amazon. These drill bits are quite old, I believe. I don't even remember when I got these. Like, these were so old. But you if you do nails, you know, you can find these literally anywhere. Amazon, AliExpress, eBay, Wish, you know, anywhere you'll find them. So just type in ceramic drill bits and you'll find them. I'm not gonna link these down below because I just don't know where I had got these from. It's just, they're just that old. But they still work like really well. Some of them I just hadn't used, like this one I just hadn't used from the set, so I thought I'd give it a go, and it worked, you know, just fine, just as drill bits work. And for my filing routine, I basically smooth over the top, and then I like to go over the sides with the file to just basically shape. So here I kind of crispen up that shape, make the nail more narrow. I like narrow nails. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy about my filing routine. That's just what I like to do. And you can always go in with your hand file afterwards to just smooth out anything, and of course buff. I don't like to show that on camera just because it's pretty much the same thing as what I do with an e-file. I just smooth over the top, and then buffing is basically smoothing over the top as well. So yeah. So now once that's done, I'm removing the dust with my dust brush. And so far, just like loving the length of these nails. They're so pretty. Now wiping away that with some acetone, and as you can see, as I started to top coat, the glitters were just not popping, and I was like, wait a minute, like what is going on? So I go on to do the next nail with my To Be Glam top coat, which I know is nice and clear, and it's still kind of like cloudy, like the glitters are not popping like how I applied them. So I kept going with my To Be Glam top coat, and then I was like, it must be the clear polygel. Like, you guys saw how nice and shiny this nail applied, so I don't know why it's so like it's just not the same. Like, you guys, I could instantly tell it wasn't, and it just annoyed me, but whatever, it was fine. I got over it. I applied my cuticle oil, I applied a little stone, and that was it. This is it for this nail look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think down below. Would you buy this kit? Let me know which nail was your favorite. Mine is definitely the pointer and the ring finger. And yeah, I don't know, I just don't know how to feel about this kit, but yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button because it really means a lot. And I guess I will see you guys in my next YouTube video. Bye guys.